If you're new to the world of startup investing, you've probably heard a bunch of terms that leave you clueless. That's okay, that's why we're here. In this episode, we're going to walk you through all the key concepts that you need to know before making your first startup investment. First of all, what is a TSave? To spell it out, TSaves are Tyke's simple agreement for future equity. TSaves are an adapted version of the SAFE, a financial instrument created by Y Combinator and used by angel investors and venture capitalists across the globe. It's designed specifically to work for investments accepting multiple investors. But jargon aside, let's break down what this means. Let's take Tyke as an example. Say, my co-founder, Purav and I, we own 50% of the company each. We're looking to raise capital from Kunal, an angel investor. Since we're a fairly new company, we don't have a valuation. Make sense? To define it further, a TSave is an investment contract between investors and startups looking to raise capital. Investors using the TSave get a financial stake in the form of CCDs or phantom stocks. We'll get into what they are in just a sec, but for now, here's what you need to know. CCDs and phantom stocks earn a return, either in the form of stake or cash when activation events take place. For example, a 100% secondary sale, an acquisition, or an IPO. Okay, now what's a CCD? CCDs, or compulsorily convertible debentures, are hybrid securities that are neither purely debt nor equity. It's mandatory for these instruments to get converted to equity, and because of this, CCDs are often considered hybrid instruments. There are two scenarios where founders tend to use CCDs. One, when early on, founders and investors don't have a valuation to peg on the startup. And two, when bridge rounds take place. Founders don't want their valuation to be affected right away before a larger round. Alright, now that you know what CCDs are, let's look at how they work on the cap table. According to guidelines by RBI, CCDs are treated as equity for the purpose of reporting and financial statements. However, unless converted into equity, CCDs are not considered to be a part of the company's share capital. So that means that the investors will not find a spot on the cap table until and unless the exit takes place. Next up are phantom stocks. Phantom stocks are another variant of the TSave. They're investments based on a contractual agreement between the startup and the investor. Basically, they are options instead of debentures, which makes them more efficient and faster to execute. Additionally, phantom stocks also have a universal acceptance, making Tyke global. Phantom stocks do not appear on the cap table at all, making them super simple to use. Founders use phantom stocks as rewards or incentives for their advisors, early users, loyal vendors, fans, and others in their community. Basically, anybody who contributes to their vision and goals. We at Tyke have created a transparent structure where investors do not appear on the cap table. This makes operations, future fundraising, and management super seamless and transparent. So you must be wondering, why the TSave over equity shares? Well, it's simpler, faster, cheaper, all at the same time. Let me break it down for you. The TSave is a one-document security without a whole bunch of terms and conditions. This allows you to save money in legal fees and reduces the time spent to finalize the investment terms. Startups usually have to negotiate just one item, the valuation cap or the discount cap. You also get the benefit of equity without the fuss. The TSave comes with detailed information rights and easier exits while increasing in value just like equity shares. Along with that, we put safety first. A TSave holder gets preferential rights over traditional shareholders in terms of repayment. If the startup gets liquidated, a TSave holder is paid before any shareholder. Okay, we've covered a lot and we're nearly done. But before we wrap up, here's what you need to know about how the investment certificate works. An investment certificate is the physical or digital proof of your investment. This is issued to you by the startup with a distinctive number and digital signatures of 2 directors. This is usually the last step involved in the process of investing. And that's about it. We've covered the most important concepts that you need to know when investing in startups with Tyke. Feel free to reach out to us for any questions or head over to tykeinvest.com to know more.